Hey, you guys, as promised, I'm back with another update to my faith journey. And y'all, it is already March. We are already in the third month of the year. And what better month? Because this is my birthday month, okay? So it's definitely time for a celebration. But y'all, your girl is extremely exhausted. I cannot tell you guys how my body feels right now. Like every bone and muscle in my body is aching. Like, y'all, these last 48 to 72 hours have been extreme for me. Having to move out and you think a two-bedroom, two-bathroom apartment, like you don't think that that's much, but y'all, like when I say it just seemed like it was going to be a never anything, I just really felt like I was going to never be done. So praise the Lord that is finally over and behind me because y'all, that was some extreme work. I'm not gonna lie. Like I feel like I have literally just completed some type of high level training obstacle course or something. Like y'all, my calves, my back, like yo. And the thing about it is, my apartment is on the second level, my son's apartment on the second level, and my sister's apartment is on the second floor. So all the furniture and things that we were moving were on up and downstairs. So we had to go up and downstairs. Like y'all, but yes, like I said, I'm so glad that it's over with. Good help is really hard to find, and I'm so thankful and grateful for the help that I did have, and especially last minute, and so things kind of got off to a slow start. So like the first day of me being here, we didn't get started till that evening because we had to obviously wait for people to get off work and things like that. And I'm just so grateful that people, made the sacrifices that they made. Shout out to my sister who's been letting me use her vehicle. But she helped. She had a coworker come out to help. My son, my nephew, Tootie. Monica came through and grabbed some stuff too and helped. And it also gave me a ride to the U-Haul place and stuff like that. And then Montana, she came through, brought me lunch yesterday and helped haul off a lot of things to Goodwill. And it was great to see her and Chan. And so, also Sis Centuries from Spirit and Truth, she came through and picked up some items, helped me to get rid of some things as well. So I'm just extremely thankful and grateful to each and every person that like really took the time out of their day to come out and help y'all because it was so stressful. Like I literally just thought that I was just never gonna be done, and like it just seemed like once I was going through stuff, and I threw away so much stuff, y'all. I can't tell y'all how much stuff, because the reality was is like I don't have anywhere to put all this stuff, and I didn't realize I had been holding on to some things for so many years and so long, so it definitely needed to be thrown away. But y'all, your girl, like it was definitely a job. And then yesterday it was extremely stressful because the people from the leasing office came bamming on the door like the police, like y'all. And it was just the level of aggression that I was met with when I opened the door, and the way, the tone that they had when they were speaking to me. It really bothered me and upset me because it's like I've seen you guys on a consistent basis, and I've always been kind to them, and for the most part they've been kind to me, except for the manager lady. Like she's never been polite, but the people that I normally deal with, these same people that's at my door, and it's like, why are y'all talking to me this way? Like, yes, and we have to be careful how we treat people, especially God's people. Like life happens for us all, and you never know, like you never know what circumstances you may find yourself in, and you got to be mindful of how you treat people, because like you should not treat people how you wouldn't want to be treated in those circumstances, in those situations. And so I didn't like that at all. And I believe myself to be a better than good tenant. I've been out here for more than 2 years, never had no problem paying rent. It was always paid on time, never like, no issues. I paid my rent faithfully in spite of whether I had maintenance issues, and I was patient. Like I would wait weeks, sometimes months for certain things to get fixed. I wouldn't make a big deal about it. I wouldn't complain. The only time I really like put forth a complaint was because I had went for over 3 weeks without having hot water, and my hot water heater went out, and they just kept sending maintenance out to relight the pilot, and it kept going back out. Like, and so I was literally having to boil water to take a bath. And so of course I'm gonna speak up then, and they told me that they were gonna like see about giving me a possible credit, to offset my rent, because I'm like, the amount of rent I pay, like I should definitely have basic essentials such as hot water. But I waited patiently for months, never heard anything back, and then when I did finally follow up, it was like, oh no, we ain't you don't get nothing for that. And I'm like, what? So, but I was just like, whatever. And then so when they came and knocked on the door, they were like, well, basically trying to tell me that I had only had until like 6 o'clock yesterday. Well, obviously that wasn't even realistic. Like, y'all, I literally, the moment that they told me they were going to give me the option to come and just surrender the apartment over to them, like literally, I went and booked a flight immediately, jumped on the next plane, didn't get there till 6:45 2 days ago. Once I got here, I was like literally doing everything in my power to like just get everything taken care of, get everything cleared out the apartment and leave it in good condition, like clean up and do all the things. Because one thing I do is I pride myself on how I leave a unit. Whenever I leave a residence that I've stayed in, I always go above and beyond to make it so that it's pretty much in move-in ready condition for the next tenant. And I do that out of consideration for the company, you know what I'm saying, to make things easier for them. And just because, like, that's the type of person I am. And so, and unfortunately, I didn't have time to even do all the things that I would normally do, but I still left it in great condition. And so, it was just that part. Like, that really bothered me, but I was just like, it is what it is. And then I had to let them know that, like, realistically, I'm not going to be done by 6. Like, I still got all this stuff. Like, I literally had to stay up all night. I laid on the floor for maybe an hour and a half or 2 hours and got right back up at 3 o'clock this morning to just finish. Like, my body was shutting down. So I'm like, I got to get some type of sleep. And so, I went and turned the keys in and stuff today. And then here they go giving me my balance. Basically, they didn't add it on March rent. Like, I know you lying. Who you think finna pay for a whole month of rent? Like, if that's the case, I could have kept the keys to the end of the month. If that's the case, I'm not paying for rent. I mean, March rent or whatever. Like, yeah, whatever. So I'm like, Jesus paid it all. But anyway, it's God's will. It's his bill. So I'm trusting and believing he'll work that out. So I ain't even going to stress about that. But oh, and also shout out to Stephanie, like, who, was kind enough to take my vehicle to get the emissions done, back in California. I'm so thankful and grateful to her. Like, people really just don't have to be kind. So I'm extremely thankful and grateful to each and every person that, like, go out their way to do things for me, because they totally don't have to. And so I'm sincerely grateful and thankful. And what else, y'all? I'm trying to think. So I was so consumed with the stress of like moving things out at this short time frame, and like it was so stressful, and like I was like, y'all, I just got to get it done. And so thank God for giving me the strength to persevere and push through it and get it done. I'm so glad it's over with. But I realized that, like, because I was so consumed with trying to just get out of the place, I didn't really have time to process my emotions or face the reality of like what's really happening. And it wasn't until my sis Tawanda made a post, and then Monica comes sending me this audio crying, and I'm like, sis, why would you do that to me? So I was literally had just finally showered and laid down to try to get some type of rest, as my body just let my body just rest. And here come Monica with this emotional freaking audio message, and I just couldn't stop crying, because then I started thinking about like what's really taking place in my life. And I'm just like, y'all, so I was definitely in my feelings, and I'm sitting here eating because your girl is hungry. And yes, I'm eating some comfort food, some fried scallops, yeah, from Chinese place. But y'all, Monica ain't had to do me like that. And I just hope and pray that, like, I just got a feeling that tomorrow in church is going to be insane. Like, people going to have me real emotional, and I don't want to be emotional because I'm trying to be strong, y'all. I'm trying to be strong because this is not easy. So I need support. I don't need y'all to make me feel bad for leaving. Don't make me cry. Don't have me crying. Like, y'all, for real. I already feel like I was catching a cold because I was going up and down the stairs out there in the cold, and my nose started running, y'all. So, yeah. But anyway, yep, that's the update that I have for you guys. I may be flying back Wednesday or so. I'm just kind of gauging the price for the flights. And I think I'm going to go ahead and get it because the price done went up from when I checked yesterday. So I'm like, yeah, your girl on a budget. Funds are tight at this time. I got other obligations and all the things. And I got to get back because I'm not making money while I'm here. I can't DoorDash or whatever. So, yeah. But that's the update I have for you guys. I hope and pray if this video reached your timeline, it reached you in great spirits and in great health. My name is Caressa. I love you guys, and I'll be back to update you guys soon.